I've seen a lot of Cubans for Trump.
That's unfortunately. I'm not from Cuba. I'm just half Cuban. My dad is.
Your family's Cuban.
Yeah, most of my family has been here for a while. We don't have a lot of family there, but the people there are struggling.
I've seen a lot of Cubans for Trump.
That's unfortunately, that comes from the anti-revolution sentiment from Fidel's time. It's
There is a very popular song for Trump.
yeah, there is, yeah. It's unfortunate. A lot of them come here and just turn completely capitalist and support Trump because they think it's the whole idea of the American dream. When they start getting deported, then they'll see the regime that he's putting on now.
I'm Hispanic and I vote for Mr. Trump. We vote for Mr. Trump. Yes, Mr. Trump. We love you. We love you. All the way to the White House.
Beyond betrayed. They used us. They actually, during the campaign, and I don't want to make this political, but during the campaign, the elected officials from the Republican Party, they actually told us that it was not going to touch the documented people.
Heidi Sanchez spends her days watching videos of daughter Kayleen. It's as close as she can be to her child now, just days after Ide was deported from the United States to Cuba.
MAGA Cubans cheered for Trump. They danced, they waved flags, they shouted, "Breed the wall." Now they are crying at IC vans, deportation flights, and those executive orders Trump is signing. So this is Aunt Calma, right? This is Trump being exactly who he said he was, right? So this is the ask. Please consider subscribing and give us a thumbs up if you find this video interesting, and share to someone who needs to hear this. Risk into the video.
No, it's not funny. It's really not funny. I'm not laughing because it's funny. It's just very ironic and crazy how can I say this? Throughout the election, I saw so many Cubans, Venezuelan, a bunch of Latinos saying with their whole chest, not voting for Kamala. There was this guy even that he was getting harassed by his neighbor that didn't even want him around, but he carried his Trump flag, proud to vote for Trump. But I just wanted to come out here and let them know and ask if they have seen Trump's plan. Have they seen who Trump have elected to run the immigration and his plan for the mass deportation? He has elected the two most anti-immigrant that he could possibly find. And did you see that he has announced that he's going to cancel the CBP 1 and the humanitarian parole? Do you know who that affects? Do you know who that affects? He actually even warned you guys to pack your bag and save him the time and save you for humiliation. I don't know if you guys are following everything that's happening. I mean, I would hope you'll be following because that affects you directly. But what bothers me is the fact that you truly did not believe that Trump would carry his plan. You did not. And that blows my mind. It makes absolutely no sense for you guys to sit and say, oh, afraid of socialist dictator, and you turned around and voted for one. Anyway, good morning.
Okay, so we're here celebrating with the great Ariana. Nick's on the other side. I can't have two cameras going on one time, but we're here celebrating the win for Donald Trump.
Yes, we are.
And this is what I have come across. We both uploaded videos. I don't know what kind of internet... I don't know what you want to call it. What do you want to call it?
Internet feedback?
Okay, that's good.
Internet feedback.
She's been getting, but I definitely know what I've been getting.
My people are my people.
Okay.
I've gotten no anything. My people are Trumpers.
So,
we love America.
My people are not, evidently, because I've lost over 100 followers. I think strictly off of TikTok, and then almost about 50 followers off of Instagram, strictly because I uploaded a video saying I am glad Donald Trump won.
And you know what we say to that? Bye.
Yeah. So in the time, I've had people message me, comment, and text me, DM me, text me, and comment. All of them have called me at least a racist, a narcissist, a misogynist, a psychopath.
But handsome.
I've been called
Handsome
everything, and some of this has been coming from close friends
That's crazy.
that I've known for over 5 years. All because I voted for Donald Trump. We're not gonna say names. You didn't hear that name. We're not gonna say names. So what have you been coming across?
Just everyone being like, yay God, yay America.
I need to get in her circle.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It's true. I've been nothing but encouraged.
But we have, and we all just talked about this, we have felt a literal shift in the air.
Yeah, since yesterday I felt it.
Shift, because I don't know about you guys, but I enjoyed living. Like,
yes.
I enjoy being able to afford
living.
food and gas and the cost of living. Like, I enjoy all of that.
Yeah, and work.
Oh, and work.
And just like, I don't know, just like being happy.
Yeah.
Peace.
So, by the way, I wanted to point this out to you guys because some of you have commented about this, saying that he was racist towards Puerto Ricans. She's Puerto Rican.
Cuban and Puerto Rican.
Okay.
My
She loves
grandparents
Trump.
escaped Cuba. I know communism.
Let me ask you
So
this
I love
specific
freedom.
question. Did you see the joke that was told by the comedian at one of his conventions that was towards Puerto Ricans?
No.
Oh, you didn't see it?
I didn't, because I was hearing about the other Puerto Rican stuff. There's been so much Puerto Rican drama.
Okay.
But
all
I
right.
know Trump is for my people, so I didn't even have to worry about it. I didn't even have to fact check. I knew.
Do you also think Trump is for black people?
Absolutely.
It's from a
He's for
person
all.
of color.
He's for all people.
He doesn't like short people.
This is not coming from a
That's
white
okay.
guy, okay? This is coming from
Cuban, Puerto Rican.
Cuban, Puerto
fully.
Rican. All right? You heard it from her,
You
not
heard
me.
it from me.
Okay. Trump 2024.
We out here. We're happy. The air is clear.
We're celebrating. Plus, it's my birthday tomorrow, so.
Yeah. Happy
Looking
birthday,
forward
Nick.
to Trump.
They just really thought they were exempt, huh? They really thought they had a chance. You see it. ICE arrests 73-year-old Cuban grandfather in Louisiana. Family says he was invited to the U.S. decades ago. And you know what? I don't even have a video. But what I do have is my favorite song. Let's check it out.
I will vote for Donald Trump. I will vote. Raise your hands, come on. For Donald Trump. Dale cintura, 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 cintura. I will vote for Donald Trump. I will vote for Donald Trump. Let's go. Latino for Trump. I will vote for Donald Trump. Bueno, señoras y señores, everybody, let's sing this song, everybody.
Heidi Sanchez spends her days watching videos of daughter Kayleen. It's as close as she can be to her child now, just days after Ida was deported from the United States to Cuba. Kayleen, who was born in Florida, stayed there with her father, who, like Kayleen, is also a U.S. citizen. But she does not comprehend where her mother is. She's very intelligent, Ida says of her 1-year-old daughter. When she talks to me, she says, "Mama, come." And they say, "Your mama is working." She says, "Mama, come." Ida lived for 6 years in the U.S., and although she tried to become a legal resident, she was placed into deportation proceedings after missing an immigration hearing in 2019. In late April, at what she thought was a routine appointment with immigration officials, she says they told her she was being deported and to have her husband come get their daughter. I told them, "Don't take away my daughter," Ida says. They never said if I could take her or not with me. Ida had to hand over her daughter to a member of the legal team to then give to her husband, her lawyer told me.
What they told her was that she needed to call her husband and that she needed to ask him to come and pick up the baby. There was not an option of, "Oh, I want to take my baby. Can I take her?"
2 days later, Ida was deported on a U.S. government flight to Cuba without her daughter, who she was breastfeeding and suffers from convulsions. In a statement to CNN, the Department of Homeland Security contradicted what Haiti and her attorney told us, saying they always allow parents to decide whether their children are deported with them or stay behind with relatives, and that, quote, the Trump administration is giving parents in this country illegally the opportunity to self-deport and take control of their departure process with the potential ability to return the legal right way and come back to live the American dream. Ida now lives with relatives on the outskirts of Havana. There is no cell signal inside the house, so she shows us how she climbs up on the roof to be able to call her daughter and sing her to sleep. In Florida, Ida says she was working as a nursing assistant and had no criminal record, not seeming to fit with the image of the dangerous, undocumented immigrants that the Trump administration says it is removing from U.S. streets. Photos of her wedding in the U.S. are reminders of a different world, a different life. I ask Ida if she thinks she was living the American dream. I don't know if it was the American dream, she tells me, but it was my dream, my family. A dream and family that seem farther and farther out of reach. Patrick Ottman, CNN Havana.
So let's get this straight. They celebrated Trump like he was their savior, but now he's ripping their families apart and tossing them out like trash. This ain't betrayal. This was always the plan. He didn't switch up on them. They just never believed they were part of the other he wanted gone. Yeah, now the ice is knocking and the party's over.
Have y'all seen the video of that Cuban Trump supporter, man, complaining about Trump after there was a video that went viral of him celebrating Trump's victory a few months ago because Trump signed an executive order that's pretty much demanding that truck drivers know and speak and can read English in order for them to be a truck driver? And guess what this guy does for a living, man? Yeah, he drives a truck, man. He hasn't just driven a truck. He's driving a truck for 20 freaking years, man. For 20 years, and now he's scared that he might lose his license because he doesn't speak a lick of English. And at that point, I mean, yo, you've been here for 20 years, man. At that point, you kind of did it to yourself, bro. But whatever, man. It points to the fact that there was a lot of Latinos, man, that were supporting Trump that I was looking at them like, I don't know, I think you might want to be quiet at this, at least publicly, you know, because a lot of Latinos out there were doing certain things that, you know, when the Democrats are in control, they just look the other way. They don't really care, you know. But when the Republicans get up in there, they start shaking things down, you feel me? And now this dude is over here scared because he's like, damn, how am I gonna feed my family, bro? This is all I do. And yeah, I know that the Latinos that hate Trump are having a field day with this video, man. It's going around the internet. Everybody's telling me, you see, we told you he don't care about no Latinos. But nah, bro, come on, let's start learning English, bro. You've been here 20 years, bro. That's one thing that Latinos do that blows my mind, bro. I know people been here 40, 50 years, bro. Don't speak a lick, can't even beg in English, bro. But yeah, that was a little funny.
No duh. And do you know who else did not vote for this nonsense? The 92% of blacks. We did not ask for this nonsense. But y'all Latinos thought you would have, none of what's going to happen is going to affect us because you thought you were closer to white people. Especially the Cubans. I mean, I'm just here spreading the message. Don't shoot the messenger, girl. I know it's not just Latinos. But the blacks knew this was going to happen. But y'all didn't want a black woman in power. So, thinking that your grocery prices was going to be lower. Thinking the economy is going to be better. Thought Trump was going to do anything for you guys. Imagine being immigrant with a bunch of family that are immigrant and voting for Trump. Lord Jesus. Ooh, the ignorance is a bliss. Anywho, boom. Have a good morning. It's Friday. Cha-cha.
So let's talk about that almost white fantasy some of them bought into. Being anti-black, anti-immigrant, anti-everybody else doesn't protect them. America will use them, then remind them exactly where they stand. When their skin tone get them deported faster than their status can save them, that's not whiteness. That's a wake-up call.
Have y'all heard about that Cuban Trump supporter, man, that moved to Texas and is now filing a lawsuit because he's facing racism and discrimination, not just from his neighbors, but also local law enforcement? Bro, Bro, we gotta talk about some Latinos, right, that are conservative, right? It doesn't matter. You can vote whatever way you want, right? This is not about that, right? But there's certain Latinos, man, that think that they're gonna be accepted by all white people simply because they're Republicans, right? Because they vote the same way. Oh, these are my people. They think like us, you know? And then they move to certain places, man, where it's extremely conservative, right? And they don't realize, man, that there's nothing but white people there, man. It's a specific type of white person, man, that ain't gonna give a fuck if you're a conservative, if you vote Republican, if you're a Christian. They're not gonna give a fuck, man. They're not gonna like you simply because you're Latino, bro. They're gonna treat you no different than the Mexicans that are crossing the borders illegally, bro, that they stay talking shit about all day long online, you know? But I find that absolutely hilarious, you know? That Cuban dude probably moved over there like, nah, man, we all think the same, man. We're Republicans, fuck communism, man. Fuck the Democrats. I thought we was part of the same team, he probably said, man. Nah, man, y'all gotta be careful, bro, where y'all move, man. This is America, don't forget, this is America.
Now MAGA Cubans are learning what it feels to be targeted, to be profiled, to be thrown away by the same system they voted for. No sympathy, because when it was others, like black folks and others, they stayed silent and cheered. This is Trump's America. They asked for it, they got it. Like and subscribe. Please share this to someone you need to hear this. Bye bye. See you to the next one. Wish you love and peace.